And we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. We're doing some Dark Souls today. Oh goodness, what's going on here? I may have to get up and leave for just a moment to deal with some stuff around the house. Well, I guess this is working great. So, okay, that's awesome. Anyways, so there may be periods, a couple of times where I have to get up to lend a hand in the house, and I might be gone for a few minutes. So, if I am gone for a while, that is why. Oh, good heavens. Come now. There we go. There we go. So, how's everybody doing today? I hope we're all doing well. Today we are going to, as it says in the description, check up on some friends in Firelink Shrine. And then we are going to go to Lost Izaleth to get our first Lordsoul. Excuse me. And fight probably the most obnoxious boss in the entire game. So first off, just a reminder that, look here, Firelink Shrine still kaput. We might dabble with that today, go and try and figure that out, but that it's a fairly difficult fight to get back the Firekeeper's soul so we can get this bonfire going again. But you can see here our old friend Sigmire, who I will go talk to in just a second. Sigmire, being a good man, is continuing on his quest. Let's find out how he's doing.
Well, fancy meeting you here. You did much for me up above. I am grateful. You know, I was thinking the gate, the old fortress. Is that your doing?
Well, yes, it was my doing. Of course.
I knew it. It seemed like an unlikely coincidence. Well, am I fortunate?
Drink.
Katerina, thank you sincerely. Please, take this as a token of my gratitude.
Ooh, a miracle!
There you are. I'll be heading down below shortly. There's nothing worthwhile up above. No worries. Venturing is my life. I'm prepared for the worst.
And if you noticed as well, I have a different weapon. I took the gargoyle halberd that we got for killing that last gargoyle up in Anor Londo on the bridge when we first got there, and upgraded it as far as I can without adding any types of new damage to it. And there's old Kingseeker Frampt. We'll go talk to him in a second. We'll check in with him as well. But here's our friend here. So, one of the things that I did off stream was to do some leveling, and I also got us membership in one of the covenants that is not necessary, but will allow us to save Solaire, because we'll also go check in with him. But Solaire, yeah, he's looking for his son. Not S-O-N, S-U-N. And the poor guy's just having a heck of a time. So he's getting a little sad about it, and if he gets too sad, he'll go crazy and try and kill us, and it's just not good, and we don't want that, because Solaire is our best friend, and also, if we save him, he can be summoned in to help us in the last boss of the entire game, which is very helpful. So we're going to save him today as well, because I have gained the necessary ranks in the Covenant you need to open up the shortcut that is required to prevent him from going crazy. So we're going to do that too. But let's talk to Framtir, because now we've got the Lord Vessel, and he's got some stuff to say.
Heavens, you have done it. You have retrieved the Lord Vessel after 1,000 years. It is you. It is really you.
Ah, God, he looks like such a Dr. Seuss character.
Forgive me. I really should calm
I also
down.
don't like the noise his
Now,
teeth make.
let us take
It's
that
unsettling.
vessel on a journey. I assume that you are ready. Now, be still.
Oh my gosh, where are we going? Also, unique form of transport. Look at that. Just in his mouth. And now we go down into yon pit. And we can put the Lord Vessel down in a place, but we're not going to, because if we do, it will lock us into one of the sort of 3 different endings of the game, and I want to wait until we get to the very end before we decide what we're going to do. So he just kind of hangs upside down, super weird like. Look at his fronds. Whatever those are. They're just like... It's so weird. You just gotta look at this for a minute, because it's so strange. He's just upside down with them things hanging off his face. Anyways, so this is where we will put the Lord Vessel. But we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that yet, because...
What is it?
Nope.
Reason.
I'm not putting the Lord Vessel on the altar. I'm not doing it. Because if we do, it locks us into I guess 2 of the 3 endings, and I don't want to do that. Oh, I guess we're back here at Anor Londo. I was leveling here. Okay, so now that we've done that, oh right, there's one other person that we need to check in with. Or a couple people actually we need something to check in with back at Firelink. I've gone the wrong way. But if you remember, we found that guy stuck in a barrel in that locked room a few sessions ago, and then when we went to Sen's Fortress, we found that wizard Big Hat Logan. They're partners. He's kind of his apprentice, and here they are hanging out. Let's just say hello.
I regret meeting you under such compromising circumstances. At least we both made it back unscathed. Incidentally, would you care to learn any sorceries? You're clearly talented, and besides, I owe you. Of course, we will require some materials, but I'm happy to teach you some elementary spells.
I don't think I'm magic enough. Sure, we'll see what happens, I guess.
Then I am pleased to have a chance to give something back. Well then, let's get started straight away.
Oh, I can buy stuff from him. What does he have for sale? Oh, these sorts of things. Catalyst, some rings.
Have you spoken to Master Logan? He is an accomplished scholar. The arts of sorcery would never have come this far without his contributions. And he has the nerve to go risking life and limb. What a stubborn old fellow.
He's been wandering around for a century.
Have you spoken to Master?
Okay, well, he doesn't have anything else to say. Sometimes everybody's got a few things to say, so I'm going to kind of just go back around and see what everybody's got on their
Hello
mind.
there. I was expecting you. As promised, I will share my sorceries. I'm afraid that you are unable
There we
to
go.
use sorcery. The basic framework, you see, it cannot be taught. Oh, do not fret. Life isn't all about sorcery. You will find your own way. Don't frown with regret. Peer forward with your head high. Hello there.
Oh, well, we don't even get to talk to him. That's unfortunate. So we've spoken with Sigmire. let's talk to our pyromancer friend up here, whose name I always forget to look up. I always forget to look up what this guy's name is. So if someone's watching, you can figure it out. Put it in the chat, or I will add it to the comments after the video.
I've never seen anything like it.
Oh yeah. So one thing that happened, I kind of walked away before we talked to him, is the covenant that I joined, which I will elaborate on further when I get to the person who runs it, because we have to kind of go that way anyways. You get unique pyromancies. They are the... Oh, what are they called? Oh my goodness. I have it in my notes here. The Chaos Servants. That's what they're called. And so this guy is from this guy is from the Great Swamp, which is a region of the world that is very heavily influenced by pyromancies and pyromancers, and so this guy has a natural sort of affinity / interest in pyromancies, and because we ranked up in the Chaos Servant Covenant, we were gifted a couple of pyromancies, so he's all freaking out and impressed that we've got such cool pyromancies. So yeah, I'm going to tell him about it.
Why, yes, of course. Thank you for sharing. I'm still an able pyromancer. I shall locate her myself. I'm in your debt once again.
So he will go and talk to her, and we'll run into him eventually again as well.
Pyromancy is the art of casting fire. Produce flame, then channel it, just as our ancestors did. A pyromancer must be in tune with nature herself. My flame, the great strong, is an abundant store of nature. You will understand one day. It only takes time.
Does he have anything else to say?
Pyromancy has a, well,
Yeah.
rather primitive aspect to it. It meshes poorly with advanced culture. And
Excuse me.
pyromancers are considered rather unsavoury. Which is fine, as I never got along with anybody anyway. So, for me, turning undead didn't change a thing.
Cool. Anything else?
Pyromancer's flame
Oh,
is a part
yeah,
of
he's
his
got a
own
lot to
body.
say. I like this.
Flame develops right along with his skill. When I gave you that flame, I gave you a part of myself. Please take good care of it.
Which reminds me,
Goodbye.
I want to see if we can upgrade our pyromancy flame. Not because, well, dang it, the Firelink Shrine's not there, so I can't grab it. But not because I want to use the pyromancy flame, but because there's an NPC that we can encounter that we can only encounter if we get our pyromancies all the way up to level 10.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But let's see what Petrus has to say. If he's kind of
Bear me no mind.
seems to be doing all right after he lost track of everybody. But oh well, we can't even talk to him. So well, never mind. I guess we won't. There's one other man who we've only run into one other time. But he was down all the way in the depths right before Blighttown, Domhnall of Xena. He's a merchant from a strange land of kind of eccentric traders and things like that. Like most Dark Souls countries, there's not a ton of information about, you know, exactly what goes on there. I gotta kid this fire guy so he doesn't kill me, but we've got a much better weapon now. Okay, just deal with those guys, and then we're gonna run over here because he's all the way over there. You can see him sitting down up against the wall. And I'm just gonna go over there and just talk to him for a second, because he is the guy that when you defeat some of the bosses, you can buy their armor from him, which is very cool. We don't have enough souls. Well, I'm not willing to spend the souls on it just now, but
Didn't expect to meet anybody here.
we can get some cool armor from him eventually. Again, something I'll probably grind for off stream. let's see. So we got the gold pine resin, which is pretty cool. I've got 2 of those. I don't want to spend 1,000 souls on that right now, though. Oh, and you can buy the master key from him. That's very cool. I didn't know that. Crystal weapons do more damage, but they break very easily and can't be repaired, as far as I understand. He's got arrows, bolts. Yes, he's got his own armor here, which you can buy, but he's also got the golem armor. If you remember the golem we defeated at the top of Sin's Fortress, and Smau's armor from when we defeated him.
Well, that is a shame.
In Anor Londo, because he was the last boss of the 2 we defeated. If we had defeated Ornstein second, we would be able to get Ornstein's armor from him. And you can, through New Game Plus, get both sets of armor on the same character. And Ornstein's armor is pretty popular. It's pretty cool, and it's got lots of good resistances. Let me make sure I'm going the right way. I wanted to show you guys. I was able to get past the Fire Drake on the bridge in the Undead Burg, who we haven't seen for quite some time. It was a few sessions ago, but we'll go back over there. And I was able to get the bonfire by the Sunlight Altar, which is where Solaire's hanging out at the moment. So we will go over and say hello to Solaire, check out the Sunlight Altar, which is mostly crumbling. And just checking on Solaire, and I'll talk briefly about how to get the Fire Drake sword. Okay, so this actually works out perfectly fine because I need to go do the thing I mentioned. So I'm going to run over here to a bonfire so we're safe. And then I'm gonna have to head out for just a moment. I'll be right back. I just need to help my father move some stuff around. I just want to get down to the bonfire. Okay, I'll be right back, guys.